Lopez in trouble in the corner. Again, Romero content to fight backwards and let Lopez get on the front foot.
And the way this one's starting, all Teofimo Lopez. Lopez's team believes as this fight progresses, they're going to be...
Oh, right hand by Lopez. The jab there. Yeah, that got Romero off balance. Good round here for Teofimo. Whoa! Romero, but he just hasn't given him much to cheer about since the 5th round.
A couple of combinations using that jab.
No, and a right hand lands for Lopez. Well, I think Lopez has looked really impressive, guys.
Teofimo Lopez. Oh my God!
Feels like a dream come true, man. I dreamt of this and we're here. We finally got it. I want to thank Rolly, man. That push, I needed it. I needed those punches that he hit me with to wake me up and show me why I'm really doing this. That thrive, that hunger, and the reason why I am a champion.
How do you feel about tonight's performance, Lazarus?
Tonight, I'll grade it a B. A B, if anything. Got some work to do, got some combinations to put up with. I think Rolly didn't want to fight. He was just selective on punches.
Definitely didn't want to fight.
But no matter what, we got to go back to the drawing board and get better.
Bro, man.
That
Let's go. Baby.
Guys don't make mistakes, baby. Guys don't make mistakes, baby.
Division world champion. Now, was this win about redemption or reinvention?
The beginning of Undisputed.
I guess, is it like a rebirth? Maybe that? Just a rebirth of it, yeah. Spirit, I feel like my spirit is like the phoenix.
For sure.
Look at my face and look at his.
I know, bro.
Roddy, I got hit with what? 2 little right hands, bro. Fighting season hooked me up.
Amazing performance from Rolly.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah,
Fellas, I'm sorry.
Rolly fought good, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
What'd you just think, just overall? Come on.
It was a good box. It was a good boxing performance by Rolly. T.O. probably took over with his activity towards the end, but if you really pay attention and look, Rolly was landing big blows and not getting hit in the first half of the fight.
So you thought Rolly won?
Nah, I mean, if T.O. won, it was a majority decision for a reason.
Yeah.
It was close. It ended up being close, but
Running back.
it was a good fight for sure.
Thanks, Lamont.
Told Lamont Rose, look at his face and look at mine.
Yeah.
Kind of how he's gonna judge who should have won. That's what Rolly said. Look at his face and look at mine.
Well, look at his body and look at mine. I mean, we could both say the same things. We'll let the people think who won. Honestly, man, I'm so thankful for that punch. That thing woke me up and it made me realize why I'm doing what I'm doing. I bit down on that mouthpiece. I said in the middle of the round with Rolly, I said, you got to do better than that to take me out.
Yeah.
And I just said, nah, you gonna fight. Let's go.
So, always love, man. Tell me what you think about Teofimo's victory versus Rolly, man.
It was a back and forth fight at times. You know, you didn't know what kind of fight you'd see, but yeah, man, it's, you know, Teo won that fight. So
The strategy was, it seemed to kind of jab right hand to the body, kind of get him to keep.
the body is what changed the fight. Teo did not stop going to Rolly's body, and it definitely slowed him down for sure.
Yeah, do you think Rolly, at one point, I mean, you did catch him, right? It seemed like he almost dropped him. I mean, they got.
No, he could have, if Rolly put on the gas, I think he could have gotten him out of there, but Teo had a game plan of targeting Rolly's body, and you go to the body, it slows you down. So you can't step on the gas if you got no gas to, you know, use. So it was a good fight. It was.
Hey, how'd you see it?
I think the judges had it wrong. I think it was a wider. I think Teo kind of dominated. I think Rolly wasn't busy enough. But when he did hit you, it was significant. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see Rolly again, man. I want to see him again. 3 of the 4 Kings champions, man.
What went through your mind when you heard Teo?
I thought the fight was over.
Yeah.
I thought Rolly was going to turn it up. And yeah. Great job, Teo.
Amado, what'd you think of Teo, man?
Hey, I helped, man. Teo did that. We just helped him in camp, but that's all Teo. And what Teo did was he believed in himself, got his mind right, and he took over, and it's a takeover. He was outboxing that mother. You can't knock everybody out. Why is Ford considered the greatest fighter of all time? Because he beat people on points. He didn't knock everybody out. And that's exactly what Teo did, man.
Thank you, bro.
All love.
Hey, how'd you see it? How'd you see it?
I saw it. I definitely didn't see the draw. They should get that judge in straight fire his ass.
Yeah.
Close fight. I thought Rolly did amazing. We fought a little different than I'm used to seeing him. Teofimo won a lot of good close rounds, and it was a good close fight. But Teo definitely won. You know?
Those are the kind of fights that boxing needs, right? Evenly matched and turning fights.
And they were brought in. The guys were getting after. You know, they weren't trying to give each other any inches over each other. I thought it was a great fight. I would actually like to see a rematch in the future as well.
Yeah.
I thought Rolly landed he might be landed slightly better shots overall the night.
Yeah.
But Teo definitely controls the ring generalship.
Yeah.
He counted more. He was a little bit more active, you know, so I definitely give it to Teo.
I'd see the little red at least from World versus
Red worm.
right there.
That's called blood.
I see blood on your leg too. When you caught him,
I don't see anything red.
No, I'm talking blood on your leg. Probably Teal's blood.
Yeah, that's from Teal's blood, but I don't see anything red on my side. So don't start that initiative.
Wait, how'd you see it?
Man,
It's a banger, huh?
good fight, bro.
Yeah, you wanted to see them run it back?
Hell yeah. You know, you seen us walking.
what did you think? Did you like what Teo showed, what Rolly showed?
Yeah, it was a good fight. It was a great fight. I thought it was super duper close. Unfortunately, you know.
Do you agree with the decision?
Do I agree?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I have to now.
Teddy Atlas put his money on Teofimo Lopez, arguing that raw ability and ring IQ would carry him through. He didn't dismiss Rolly Romero's skill set, but ultimately trusted Teofimo's broader toolbox more.
So at the end of the day, I'm going with Teofimo because of what I started with. I'm just going to go with his talent. I think at the end of the day that he's more talented and more instinctual. I think he's more instinctual. Romero does have talent too, but Romero's another guy with the mental. You would think that now he might be in the best place he could be, even though he took a year off. I don't know why he took a year off, coming off his biggest name win. But see, that's a little hollow for me too. But I can't go nuts with that win. Yeah, he beat a potentially great fighter, potentially very good fighter. I use the word potentially.
Showtime Sourland suggested that a knockdown wouldn't be enough to derail Teofimo Lopez. He'd shake it off and recalibrate mid-fight. In his view, Teofimo would eventually click into gear and swing momentum back his way.
I think Teo, with this respectable fear of his father, he gets up even. It's like Devin Haney. He's going to get up. Bill, his father's, he's going to get up. Sean Porter is going to get up, bro. So I think Teo gets to his feet, and I think Teo, there may be a coming of age moment where he's like, I'm gonna do me. And it's sad that he may have to do something like that. And I think Teo can make the adjustments the way he did with Kambosos. Don't forget, Teo probably beat Kambosos. Don't forget, he knocked out Kambosos too.
Greg Haugen made the case for Rolly Romero, citing his aggression, punching power, and sheer will as genuine problems for anyone across from him. He didn't take anything away from Teofimo's gifts, but felt Rolly's nonstop style would be the harder puzzle to solve.
Final thoughts about that fight? Even what you just said, it make me feel like Teo trying to motivate himself. He trying to find some type of fire because he knows that Rolly is a really good fight for him. A lot of people are picking Teo, and I understand why. Teo, at one time, he had the people captivated, you know what I mean, with his skill set and with the knockouts he was getting, but that was at 135 pounds. This fight will be at 147, his first time at 147. Rolly is a puncher. Rolly has a very high intensity level. He can't be taken lightly. Is he the best skilled fighter? No, he's not, but he's one of the best determined fighters, and he'll rip your head off. This is a great fight. But I'm picking Rolly because of when I saw Rolly change trainers and go to Ishmael Saleh.
Paulie Malignaggi picked Teofimo Lopez, insisting he had another statement winning him right as the doubters piled on. He gave Rolly Romero his due as a genuine threat, but figured Teofimo at his peak would get the job done.
It's this fight, bro, I'm gonna tell you this. It's a tough one to pick. It's a difficult one to pick. Teo has surprised us when we've all doubted him at his worst. When he's been at his worst, he's surprised us. I think Teo, he's not at an age where you're shy yet. I think Teo has another rabbit up his sleeve. Another rabbit out of the hat he can pull, another trick up his sleeve. Not that Rolly's a good fighter. Not that Rolly's a bad fighter. Rolly's a good fighter. Rolly's an awkward fighter. I think I rate Rolly more than a lot of people rate him because on Rolly's bad performances, I think he gets too much slack. Rolly can be good and he's dangerous. This is not a pick for Teofimo Lopez because I think Rolly's bad. I think this is a pick for Teofimo Lopez because I think Teo comes with his A-plus game and a night where everybody's pushed back against him, everybody's doubted him, and everybody has said, you know what, this is the end of Teofimo Lopez. He wins the WBA welterweight title and becomes, is it a three-way world champion? Gotta give Teofimo a lot of credit. Gotta give Teofimo Lopez a lot of credit if he pulls this off, despite...
Timothy Bradley called it for Teofimo Lopez, though he didn't shortchange Rolly Romero's contribution to fight. He anticipated some rough moments for Rolly, but expected the scorecards, not a stoppage, to settle things.
Does. And I also noticed that when you push Rolly back on his back foot, Rolly don't like to fight off his back foot. He likes to be the boss. And most guys that are like, you know, strong and like to come forward and be aggressive and you know, like to bag up their opponents, they don't like to get pushed back. They hate it. They don't like to get bullied. It does something to them psychologically. And I noticed that when you start to pressure Rolly is smart enough to know to move on his bike and circle around, and he'll dance and then he'll reposition. However, when you're forced and you're moving back and forth, you're telling me that you don't want none of this smoke. That's boxing IQ. Oh yeah, you don't want none of this smoke. Yeah, keep moving. You know how Rolly, he'll get up, he'll start moving around the ring. I was like, damn, slow down, Rolly. Then he'll finally settle his feet once you stop attacking him. But I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's gonna be an interesting fight. I think the power, I'm curious about how well Teofimo Lopez is gonna be able to take the punch of Rolly if he gets clipped. Curious in that. Teo has thus far showed a good chin. Teo, I remember when he fought against Richard Comey, a lot of people were doubting him against Richard Comey. And Richard Comey was a guy that liked to come forward, be aggressive. And Teofimo Lopez was able to time him on his way in with a shot he didn't see and turn his lights out. And I understand it was at 135, but Richard Comey wasn't no small dude. He wasn't no small guy. He was a bigger guy, you know, and he was able to flatline him. So, but my prediction for the fight, I'm gonna go with the skills. I'm not gonna go with the power on this.
Shakur McCoy went with Teofimo Lopez, saying the stylistic matchup played right into his hands and could make for an easy night. He pointed to Teofimo's recent form as proof of a clear gap between the two.
I think all you guys are right. So is that 3 for Teo?
Yeah.
Right. Something I've been saying for years ago. If this fight ever happened, Teo's gonna win. A walk in the park type of fight. I mean, I don't want to disrespect Rolly. That last interview, I like him a little more. But if I'm just doing my job, I think Teo styles on him. What do you mean style on him? I think it's an easy fight. I watched the last fight where he fought, who did Teo fight last?
Shakur.
No, the one he won. in New York, Barbosa. That was a good fight.
Yeah.
And I watched Tio style on him. It looked easy.
And Barbosa and
Gary Russell Jr. called it a tight contest, but gave Lopez a nod on technical skill, while flagging Romero as the harder puncher. He warned that Romero could flip the script with one clean shot. So Teofimo's smartest move was to stay composed and avoid trading recklessly.
I think it's going to be a 50-50 fight. I think, in my personal opinion, Teofimo Lopez, I think he got a little more in his arsenal as far as like his boxing ability. But I think Rolly is the bigger puncher. I think Rolly's the bigger puncher. He's going to have the ability to be able to change the trajectory of the fight at any given moment if he was to land something heavy on Teofimo Lopez. So I'm not sure. It's gonna take for Rolly to try to trap him into a firefight and catch him with something heavy, and I think it's gonna be up to Teofimo Lopez to think, box, try to avoid a matador. I think that's what's the keys to victory for both of them.
Richardson Hitchens predicted a cautious, chess-like affair with both men feeling each other out early. He thought Rolly's guard and structure would deny Teofimo the openings he'd need to capitalize.
Rolly got that shit, so it's gonna be a boring fight. But
why do you think it's gonna be boring?
Because Rolly's patient, and niggas like Tio thrive off people that's not patient. You feel me? That's Tio whole game. Tio be twitchy when a nigga make a mistake. Tio on it. Like
Do you think Rolly was patient against Ryan?
Yes, extremely patient.
Yeah.
Pretty patient. That's what I'm saying. Rolly win is gonna be like a, you feel me? Like it's gonna be a boring fight. I'm telling you, that shit's gonna be a real boring fight. Boring as fuck. I don't see, cause Rolly, I don't feel like Rolly defense that bad. Like, I don't see, Rolly's not a nigga that just be getting beat up on. But I'm not gonna lie, Pitbull beat the shit out.
Breaking it down from a technical lens, Shakur Stevenson liked Teofimo Lopez's chances if he brought his A game. Still, he noted Rolly Romero was sharper and more resilient than his public reputation suggested.
Tio is a great fighter. I don't take none away from him. Even now, if I know the Tio that's supposed to go out there and do what he been doing, he should beat Rolly. But
you think so?
Yes, for sure. For sure. He should.
You don't think Rolly got any chance?
No, I think Rolly mentally is a tougher dude than a lot of people know and expect. And I think Rolly is actually smarter than people know and expect. I think Rolly got some things with him for sure. I don't think Rolly is just his style may be trash to me. The way he fight, you watch him shadow box, it look funny, but I think Rolly is a good fighter, but I think Tio should be on another level. Tio's who he is. I done seen this dude since a kid dominate. Since youngins, he dominates fights.
Malik Scott, stepping away from his usual preference for polish over grit, backed Rolly Romero based purely on the poise he displayed lately. He saw Rolly building on his Ryan Garcia showing, while pointing out Teofimo had been earning wins through craft rather than force.
Sometimes you don't have to get knocked out cold or have something dramatic happen to you for you to change as a fighter. We're going to see if that happens to Tio or not. Is he going to be under the craft spell of Shakur? This whole build-up, I've really been excited about Rolly. If I had to pick one, I'm going with Rolly right now, and that's very different for me because I usually go with technical sound. I usually go with skill. But I believe Rolly being composed and building off of the performance he had with Ryan Garcia and taking all the information in that Ishmael have to give him. And I can't reiterate this word composed enough because I think when he's not composed is where he gets knocked out. When he's not composed is where he gets clipped. And speaking of knockouts, I haven't seen Tio really clip nobody in a very long time. I've seen him outcraft. I've seen him outskill guys.
Coach Reg Roundtree favored Teofimo Lopez once he weighed how the two styles would clash. He believed Teofimo's crisper boxing would cancel out Rolly's power and lead to a decision.
Rolly has power. You should always have a game plan from agency. Cut the ring off. Stop him from moving. Cut the ring off and place your shots.
When a dude has good head movement and highly skilled, you just look to just punch on anything if you're the puncher. Is that when you talk about breaking them down?
Touch the arm, touch the chest, touch the body, wherever you can touch him. Wherever you can touch it, man. And two, set that trap.
If you had to lay money on the wood.
You're going to go with the more skill.
Decision.
Jeff Mayweather praised both men, but gave Teofimo Lopez a nod on skill and experience. He did flag Teofimo's unpredictability as the one variable that could throw the whole fight off script.
In itself, I think that Teo has the better skills and actually knows more about Rolly and boxing. But I think Teo has so many inconsistencies. When it's time to beat somebody that people think that he's gonna lose to, he wins. And then there's fights where he is favored to win, and he lose. And this is another fight like that.
Kenny Porter expected Rolly Romero to ramp up his tempo and lean harder into pressure against Teofimo Lopez. He warned that repeating the slower pace Rolly used against Ryan Garcia would only work in Teofimo's favor.
I think in this particular fight, he's gonna have to fight specific for the guy he's boxing. But he's got a great guy behind him in Salas, so I'm sure Salas will have him prepared. I really couldn't tell you how to get prepared for either guy. I would, from the outside looking in, I would say that Rolly's gonna have to apply some pressure and try to land some hard shots. If he tries to maybe fight a slower pace fight like he did against Ryan, I think that favors Teo. A slower pace fight favors Teo. I think he need to pick up his pace against Teo.
Riding a hot streak of his own, Ochoa went with Rolly Romero, pointing to his belief in rhythm going into the bout. He felt Rolly's power alone could swing things if he found his range, especially if Teofimo failed to keep him occupied offensively.
I got Rolly, man. I think Teo, I don't disrespect Teo's game. I think, it's a good stylistic fight. It's not a shot. It's 50-50 if you look at both fighters lined up. But I don't know. I just like the momentum Rolly got right now, in my opinion. I just feel like Rolly's still very dangerous. And I think at his size right now, he's comfortable. So Rolly being comfortable and a little angry too. I think he seemed like he got a little chip on his shoulder too. So I just got Rolly in this fight. You know what I mean? I think that eventually he's gonna start landing on Teo. When he does, it's gonna change things. Teo, since he started going up in weight, hasn't looked like the devastating puncher that he used to be. So I don't know if he can do enough to really get Rolly's respect in there from that.
Adrian Broner refused to pick a side, saying only that he wanted both men to walk away safe and able to support their families. His close bond with Rolly made choosing a winner feel impossible to him.
But Rolly, Teo, honestly though, it's a fight that I'm just looking for both to come out okay, be able to take care of their families. I can't pick a side because I got a relationship with Rolly.
The conversation now moves from what already happened to what's coming next. For one man, it's about clawing back and starting over, a reminder that one night doesn't write the whole story. For the other, it's about capitalizing while the spotlight's still on him, before the division moves forward without him. Either way, this feud isn't over. It's just getting started. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter unfold.